some friends of mine were doing a residency in Las Vegas. And one of the guys was just like, I love Norm. Tell me some Norm stories. And after we split up, I was like, fuck, I forgot to tell you this one great story. And it's actually, I didn't hear it from Norm. I heard it from Artie. I was at Artie's house to do his podcast. Artie had Chris Farley's brother on promoting there was like a documentary that came out about Farley. I was just fly on the wall waiting for my turn when Artie told his one Chris Farley story. And his one Chris Farley story was that Norm invited Artie to come to Saturday Night Live. And it happened to be one of the most controversial SNL appearances ever because it was hosted by Chris Farley. Controversial because Chris was in such bad shape that week that they actually had Chris Rock also rehearsing all the sketches just in case Chris Farley didn't make it to Saturday because he was in such bad shape. And then Farley managed to get all the way to Saturday. And there's some really fucked up stories about that week, about things that happened. At the end of that week, Farley makes it to the show. He does the live show. And then at the after party, Farley is off the rails. And apparently this behavior was very disturbing to Norm. Norm was a surprisingly empathetic person. Artie said he could see Norm like constantly looking at Farley and just with a face that he was just really concerned about the guy. And then Farley like disappeared for like a couple hours and they're like, where'd he go? Where'd he go? Nobody knew where he went. And Norm was asking, have you seen him? Did you see where he went? And then at some point, Artie comes back over to Norm and goes, hey, Norm, I just saw Farley walking into the men's room as I was coming out. And he was walking in with Andy Dick. And I can only think of two reasons why any guy would go into a men's room with Andy Dick. And Norm MacDonald went, oh, God, I hope he's high. Which is the greatest. Norm.
Those like insults and one-liners. Like I heard this one where I can't remember. I think it was Nick Swartzen was saying that he was telling Norm, he's like, yeah, Norm, like during COVID, remember he had to cancel the shows and stuff?
Yeah.
I think it was Nick Swartzen. He was saying, he's telling Norm, he goes, yeah, I had to cancel like $10,000 worth of shows. And then Norm's like, you had to cancel the whole year?
Fucking Norm.
Good bird.
Dude. But Norm, again.